This is John Paul Wright. I'm coming from Tokyo, Japan. This is my podcast series. Today I have a little news tidbit, and it's not like a full piece of news, but it's just something that confirms what a lot of us have been thinking about Rian Johnson all along, that he really is out to troll the fans as heavily and as bad as he can, and apparently he enjoys it. And the story is, he showed up in a small karaoke bar in Texas and sung The Saga Begins by Weird Al Yankovic. Now, in isolation, I'm sure a lot of defenders would be like, so what? He sung karaoke. It was a Star Wars song. But, it just seems, and it feels like to me, he's trolling the fans. He's showing up there. He's doing this thing that you could find weird for somebody who directed a Star Wars movie, who's he's not part of Lucasfilms anymore, but there is a movie coming out under Lucasfilm's name with his reputation tied to the franchise right now. So even if he doesn't technically work for Lucasfilms, then, you could say he's still connected. He's still part of the team until this whole trilogy is over, I would say. By the way, there's no such thing as karaoke, it's karaoke. Just, one of those little things for me living here in Japan that I think about. This article's from the media source which I use once in a while called the Mary Sue, and I use it because I usually like to disprove it wrong, and that happens sometimes. Sometimes they have something neutral, and they do have a pretty large staff, so they're not like one person, but they obviously really enjoyed the fact that Rian Johnson is doing this and trolling Star Wars fans, and they say, they feel bad for Rian Johnson because he gets so much heat on Twitter. He gets thousands of comments about how bad The Last Jedi is, and apparently they're on the side of a director shitting on the fan base. That's just not the right side to be on, whether you like The Last Jedi or not. So other channels like myself, which are smaller, some bigger, who are on the side of defending Rian Johnson, aren't defending somebody who made a good movie and they think it's a good movie. They're defending someone who's shitting on the fans. They're not in the right mindset. They're not doing it right, okay? So I don't like Rian Johnson, not necessarily for what he did with Star Wars, although that's a big part of it. It's how he did it, his intentions on doing it, and how he followed up with it. We'd have a different person if he was like, you know what, I know there are a lot of fans who don't like what happened. I'm sorry, I tried my best. I was working with a few other people who also had creative ideas, but he didn't. He just like, you guys don't like it, it's perfect, nothing wrong with it. Even with the interviews with Mark Hamill, he's like, nothing wrong with it, it's The Last Jedi, it's great, I can't find the flaw. Meanwhile, we have not just like a couple of people pointing out flaws, we have multiple sources across social media, the internet, even just, I'm sure you guys know, friends in real life, just pointing out things over and over that are wrong with it, and he can't admit to a couple of things he could have done better. He couldn't even just say like, well, I could have done this better, or this could have been better if. It's like all like, nope, it was a masterpiece. I didn't really like The Empire Strikes Back so much, it was all about The Last Jedi. So, getting back to this thing about him showing up in a bar in Texas, I guess, it's kind of cool on one hand that he interacted with some fans who were there, but on the other hand, he knows it's gonna get in the news, it's gonna get spread around, and it's just gonna be some goofy thing about him singing the parody song about Star Wars, and how could I take that? I don't want to make a huge deal over this, but I'm just finding it a little weird and irritating. Anyway, I'm doing shoutouts, special thanks, things like that. Click that subscribe button if you haven't. Press it, whatever you gotta do. If you're listening here, you're a subscriber for quite a while or whatnot, then I'm doing more slideshows these days, and I don't know, let me know what you think. I always like to show my face, full setup webcam, but I can't always do that, can't always hit the stories like that are, kind of hot off the press. Alright, talk too long. See you next time.
If you are not subscribed to this channel, The Entertainment Hacker, what are you waiting for? Smash that subscribe button now.